Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I'm Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash that subscribe button now. And for a change I thought let me review another Hindi film, after the good response that I got for the Brahmastra video, I thought let's try and review another Hindi film for a change. And the film that I'm going to be talking about is the newly released Hindi film Jogi, which is streaming on Netflix starring Diljit Dosanjh, and it is set against the backdrop of the 1984 riots that had happened after the assassination of the then Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi. And I wasn't born in that year or nearing that year, but I have heard so many stories from so many individuals about how that period, the 1984 period, was one of the darkest chapters of our country. And everyone, almost everyone, does have a story regarding it. Those who are alive, it is almost similar to the 2008 incident that had happened in Mumbai. Everyone has a story of that night. It is similar to that, in which there were the riots that had happened. But within that riots also, there were stories that had come out about how humanity or the warriors of humanity, stood up to the occasion and went to several extent to save hundreds of people. So those are the human kind of stories that had also evolved at that time in 1984, and the story is based on that. So Jogi is based on a group, on against the backdrop of 1984, where a group of friends, from different faiths, they come together to save hundreds of people from the riots, and the story is just so heartfelt. At the same time, it is also thrilling. It does have its heart in the right place for sure. The screenplay, standing at little less than 2 hours, makes for a crisp and a very brisk kind of narrative that you will not get bored in that. But what followed, I was not prepared for that. The first thing that I noticed about the drama of the film is that there was absolutely no character build up at all. There was no world building. The world building happened with the incidents that took place, which made me think that the director or the writers were treating this film almost like treating the characters, rather, almost like any other character. So there was no special importance or focus giving to this family, featuring these characters. Everyone was in the same plate, so they were just one of the families that were impacted, likewise several others around that area as well. So I think that was a very nice approach that was there, I found. And it just gets absolutely to the point. There is just a floating reference about the assassination of the Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi, after which the story absolutely takes on. In the first 2 3 minutes, I would say, probably at best 5 minutes, and you are into the drama. The drama is supremely compelling and it holds your attention throughout. The entire riot sequence, is terrifying, with filled with uh, tension that is palpable, and the way it is shot also, you will be at the edge of your seat always, right throughout the narrative that is there. I think that was a very good approach that they had taken with the film. But where the film also scores in is the emotional quotient. There is this scene in the Gurudwara where the main protagonist, who's a Sikh, Diljit Dosanjh, he is, reminiscing his childhood of his place, and how he was, introduced to the religion by his family. And as you know, in Sikhs, they need to grow their hair and they don't chop off their hair because it's considered a sin. It's a cardinal sin for them in their religion. And just to see him, just to reflect on that and chop his hair off slowly, I think that made for such a gut wrenching visual, and it just made you moist eyed. It just, you just felt like, you felt the pain and angst of that character at that point of time, which was so well portrayed. Elsewhere, a group of friends who interfaith, interreligion, they are coming together to help a bunch of unknown people to them. I think that was really heartening to see as well. The message of togetherness and friendship. I think that was really well portrayed in the film. In a separate sequence, there is this entire truck sequence which is very thrilling. From its point where they take off to their destination. I think that was a very nicely written sequence as well, which was filled with obstacles and all organic ones, and it made for a compelling viewing as well. Where the film slightly falters, I think, is almost three-fourths into the film, where there's a flashback of around 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I think that flashback was not required. You could have conveyed the same through the dialogues while the tension was palpable in the current situation, because there was a flashback that happened which lasted for 15 minutes. The tension from the screenplay just was squeezed out a little. Not by any chance was it bad. The sequence in itself was, individually it did work, but that flashback, when you happen to put it in a screenplay which was already filled with a lot of tension, the screenplay, it just took the tension out of the drama. Also, the final act, it lacked build up, and I just really wanted it to be a little more layered. I felt that the screenplay at the end was very simplistic, and it got to its conclusion very fast. But credit to the writers that they did not over dramatize any of the sequences. Rather, the focus was on keeping the entire drama grounded. So there were no flying people, or and you will see what the ending is. The film is out. I don't want to give any spoilers, but overall, the screenplay, I think, is one of the better screenplays that I've watched for a Hindi film this year, and I think it deserves a lot of credit. Coming to the technical aspects, I felt the dialogues are very poignant, and therefore they are very impactful. It forces you to think. The music is excellent here, and none of the songs stall the flow of the drama, but they aid the flow of the drama pretty well. The BGM, I think, is beautiful. It's really soulful, one of the most soulful BGMs that I've heard this year, and it just was reverberating in my ear after the film had ended as well. I think it was a beautiful, beautiful BGM that was really heartfelt. The cinematography and the editing played important roles in creating that tension. There was this slow motion that was there right at the beginning, with few of the characters being given close-ups for their reaction to the riot that was there, cut to other characters as well. I think that entire sequence was successful in creating that palpable tension right at the very beginning, which was the so to say the way the ball was set rolling right at the beginning, thereby having the audience's attention. Director Ali Abbas Zafar, I think he's done a fabulous job. He's done a brilliant job. I think this is one of his finest works till date. And the way he is able to construct a story and create that world of tension, but also give out a good message at the end of friendship and togetherness and universal brotherhood. I think that is something that was really special, and it is very relevant in today's times as well. Very relevant that all of us stick together and do not spread hate. I've seen so many boycott campaigns against Bollywood. Why? I mean, it's not at all required. You can criticize a film, but do not boycott it for whatever anyone has said. But I mean, absolutely, I condemn the boycott. It should not happen. But just spread love. It's okay. You may not like everything, but you do not necessarily spread hate for it. You may not like it, and there's a difference. It's fine. So spread love is all you can, what I can say. And coming to the performances, I think the performances by all the characters are brilliant. I think Amaira Dastur and even Paresh Pahuja, I think he did a brilliant job as Kalim in the film. He was wonderfully restrained. Also, Kumud Mishra, he will make you angry by being that wily politician. He will make you angry, and if he makes you angry, he's done a bloody good job in this film. Also, I think Mohammad Zeeshan Ayyub is brilliant. I think he's one of my favorite actors, highly underrated actors. He's doing the rounds, and I'm so happy that he's getting these sort of roles, to show his acting prowess. And he did a brilliant job. Brilliant job, I would say it again. And Diljit Dosanjh, I think he is absolutely takes you on an emotional ride. You can feel every pain and angst of his character in every scene that is there, right from the scene where he's cutting his hair. You can feel his pain to the rescue mission, there's this tension on his face that is so reflective in his performance, and I think he did a very good job. I'm very happy with the performances in general. And do I recommend Jogi? I think it's one of the uh, best Hindi films of 2022, I would say. The approach towards the end is slightly simplistic, but then it doesn't take away anything from the drama. It is highly recommended from my end. The film is available on Netflix. Please have a look. Also, if you'd like to read the full review of Jogi on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, then please visit the site. In the description box below, you will read my full review, detailed review I've given. Also, if you're liking this video, please smash that like button. Also, let me know your thoughts on the film Jogi, and whether you want me to do more Hindi film reviews also, apart from Malayalam or Tamil or Kannada or Telugu, any other language. Let me know. Please let me know in the comment section below. And also, you can throw me some recommendations if you have any, and I will get back to those as soon as I can, I promise. And I will also be back with another review of a Malayalam film over the weekend, either on Saturday or on Sunday. I will be definitely either on one of the days. And so then please, for that, subscribe to the channel. It helps a small creator like me. Press that bell icon also. Also, if you would like, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Letterboxd. All the links are in the description box below. So then until next time, thank you so much.